Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome again to this show. My name is Omulangira Kalema, and of course, I have a brother here, brother Jang. How are you doing?
I'm fine, brother.
How's it going?
No, it's good. It's good.
How is Cameroon?
Cameroon is very, very fine. Yeah.
Which tribe
it's a
are
good
you?
place.
Are you from in Cameroon?
I am from Cambe,
Cambe.
specifically Tabiken, because Cambe is like it's a big village, and now you have sub villages. Yes.
Okay. So
from
how do you
Tabiken,
greet in Cameroon in that tribe of yours?
you say Ira
Ira. Means?
Wesake. It's like hello, how are you?
Yeah, Hira Wesake.
Yes, and you answer Mesayuka.
Mesayuka.
Means I'm fine.
Wow. You happen to be one of the finalists actually in the Africa Monologue Challenge.
Yes.
Tell me about your story. How did it begin? How, like, for example, let's move from back home. You know, what is your speciality like?
Okay, I'm a performance artist.
Oh.
I'm into theater, painting, and some creative stuff.
Okay.
Yes, into
Okay.
a lot of creative works. So that's my journey. That's how I started. And in the university, I studied performance art and cinematography.
Okay.
So I just practiced. I just studied what I've always been practicing.
Oh.
So far so good. That's been my journey, performing in the theaters and looking for other crafts work. Like you see the bangles, the jewelry I'm wearing, my clothing. That's me. That's my creation.
What a man.
But it's not like I
create this?
Yeah, but it's not like I
Wow.
was doing it to sell them, but just my free time I create and
Wow.
Yeah.
This is great. This is the
Thank
unk,
you.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. Is it from which
You know,
which
this
estate
is
this?
this is from copper.
Copper.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where do you get this copper from?
I recycle them. Most of my copper I recycle from like broken trumpets. Yes, I pick them, get the metal.
Is it
with
available
them.
in Cameroon?
Yes, it's available in Cameroon. Copper itself is available, but since I can't get my hand on it due to the finance, I have to do it more of recycling. So when I get these old broken items made out of copper, I now recycle them to make other things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now tell me, back to the monologue actually. Yeah. How did you come to be among the 10 finalists?
Okay. First and foremost, I wasn't aware about the Monologue Challenge until a friend told me about it. So this friend told me, bro, they've launched this competition, the Monologue Challenge. I think you should go in for it. And I was like, bro, I'm not going in for this stuff. Because he was like, why are you not going for it? I told him that I've noticed a couple of times we are into the showbiz, and a lot of people put out news out there just because they want to get people to come into their stuff, but they already have the people they want. So I was like, man, come to think of it, it's not at the level of the country. It's Africa.
Yeah.
So probably these people already have their finalists already. Now they just need people to apply so that it can make the competition spread the news. You know, it's like creating some buzz, but you might not get a chance. And I was like, I don't want to waste my time getting into this when I'm struggling to hustle. So I'll prefer to sit and know there's no project, and gradually I'm struggling on my own to make a means, than to spend my time dedicating on something and at the end of the day I'm not selected. So he was like insisting until the day when they had to close it. He called me. I was like, bro, I've told you about this stuff. Give it a try. And I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a try, so that it shouldn't just be that I complain all the time. Let me just give it a try. And I gave it a shot. I was selected. I was like, wow, I got selected. I was like, okay, let me see how it goes. The challenge, we had about 8 months of submitting monologues.
Yeah.
Every 2 weeks they do eviction. I just did my best to do the monologues. It was very challenging because the internet sometimes was not very stable. So I had to move very far from where I was to a friend's place in order to use his Wi-Fi to submit my monologues. Sometimes you're doing something, but you have to commit and do the monologues and send in order not to get evicted and all that. So it was a very difficult journey, but it was an interesting one because I loved it. I loved it. Every monologue they gave helped me to push my creativity forward, and yeah, so it was a good one until I got selected amongst the 10 finalists. So it's really been like a 1-year journey of ups and downs. And yeah.
What is your experience like in moving? What have you seen? What have you enjoyed during this journey?
During this journey, I've learned a lot. Firstly, I've gotten so much time to spend with Uganda to know something about them, their meals, their culture, their attitudes, how welcoming they are. So it has given me another point of view of Africa.
Yeah.
You know, so far so good. I've grown up in my country, so I can tell how Africans behave based on my experience from my country, but I can't really say how Africans behave out there.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it was an opportunity for me to meet my brothers from other parts of Africa and actually see how we can live together and actually learn about them and see how similar we are or how different we are. So I've really learned a lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Any similarities while you were inside there with the house with other members from other countries?
Yes, I can say Africa is one. If I should summarize my similarities, because I've noticed that our culture, our morals, the way we were brought up, is all the same. The only challenge we have is modernization. Because the challenge we have now is incorporating the life after technology into our own morals that we're being taught at home by our parents. That's where we get a difference.
Yeah.
But if you take that technology out, you take the modernization out, the African child, as he grows up in his home, with his mother instructing him on what to do and what he shouldn't do, then we are all the same.
Wow.
That's why whenever we have maybe any misunderstandings, we can always sit down and come to a conclusion. Because at the end of the day, we had the same teaching. It's just the influence of the social media, the influence of modernization that we might want to think like these habits are old habits or these habits are old school.
Yes,
this
yes.
is new school. But it's just to sort and incorporate that modernization into our characters.
Okay.
That's where we'll be fine.
If you win the contest, what are some of your dreams? What are you going to do if you're the winner?
Winning this competition is going to take back to my home country an international project. Now it doesn't end there. It's going to give a lot of actors and film practitioners the opportunity to get on an international platform. So far so good. I've spent a lot of years in my acting career and I've never gotten a big deal. And it's every artist's dream to get a big deal where he can be able to express himself on an international level.
Yeah, sure.
So me getting this is one. And then me spreading this opportunity for others to have. It gives me a lot of peace because I know my name is going to go down in history because I was able to bring back a project which gave opportunities to a lot of people like me. Coming from a background where you don't have anything, you want to do art and nobody's willing to support you and your career is slow because you need some time to stop creating and hustle to get money and put back in the art. I do miming. And most of the times, I want to organize a mime performance. I can go out to people to seek for funding, but nobody's willing to fund me because I'm not a star. So I need to look for my own money in order to organize a mime show for myself. So I might go for about a year without putting up any performance, without writing any play, without acting in any theater performance because I am doing something else in order to get money. Maybe I'm trying to paint to see if I can sell it and make some money, or maybe I'm trying to see if I can make some jewelry and sell to get some money to still put back in the art. So if I win this stuff, I am going to help a lot of people like me to have that opportunity already there. And then from there, they can take their careers to another level.
Okay.
Yes.
Just in a minute, can you tell the viewers, everyone, actually, like if you want me to come to Cameroon, you know,
Yes.
what are the stories? What would you actually sell to me that is in Cameroon for me to come there?
The first thing I would love the viewers to know about Cameroon is that we are called Africa in miniature. We are not called Africa in miniature for anything. It's because everything you find in Africa, you'll find a little bit of it in Cameroon. And that's not, it's facts. So sometimes if you enter Cameroon, like if a European is to visit Africa and he says he wants to do a tour in 2 weeks in Africa, I'll advise him, visit Cameroon. Because once you visit Cameroon, you've seen all of Africa. We have everything. From the wildlife to the minerals, we have everything in Cameroon. And I came here to Uganda, I even noticed that there are some tribes from here who originally migrated from Cameroon.
Like which tribe is that?
Is it the, I can't remember their name, but the day we went to the Zambia High Commission, that's when he mentioned to us that there are some people who migrated from Cameroon. I just can't remember the name. We had a lot. We discussed that evening, and I was just happy knowing that some people came from there.
From there. Okay.
Yes. So it's Africa in miniature. We have over 250 ethnic groups, more than 250 ethnic groups. All of them are different, identical. So there's a lot of cultural experience. We have very old and ancient forests, very old species of plants, and we are Africa.
Thank you very much, my brother.
You're welcome.
I wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and just help us do only one thing. Share your comment, and then we are here to build Africa and to tell the African story.
Yes.
See you when you see us.
See you when you see us.